Welcome to the Real Guy Talk Fest. Real Guy Talk Fest. Yo,
Real guy talk podcast.
yo, action. Welcome to the Real Guy Talk Podcast, where we talk about real. Nope. Real. Nope.
This guy. Did I?
All right. Welcome to the Real Guy Talk Podcast, where we talk about what real guys talk about. This week we're going to be covering NBA, music, UFC, anime, and many more. So let's start it off with UFC. What are you guys thinking about last night's fights?
I think it was brutal. That fucking injury, bro. That's the only thing I'm seeing on my social media right now, bro. I seen that injury and God, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those ones that when you see it, it's like
The phantom pain of it. Like,
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
complete leg breakage and oh man, that's not right. And
It's for me, it's the way he landed, bro. Like you should know instantly once that thing cracks like that, don't land back on it. That shit is broken. You can react fast enough. Like, if you didn't,
you didn't feel it. He's in the middle of a fight, bro. I don't know, That's,
he hit the ground kind of.
yeah, because he didn't have any
Yeah.
weight. He couldn't put any
Nah,
weight
but
on
when
it.
he was on the ground, he was like hitting, like he felt.
Oh,
it, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
it felt it right there.
yeah,
It could have been the adrenaline, and then once he touched down, it's like boom, right there.
yeah.
But oh man, those were some soft
It
legs.
was a spaghetti noodle.
That
Let's
was-
just call it what it was. His leg was a spaghetti noodle. Yeah.
Mm.
That was so bad.
I don't even like thinking about
That
it.
was horrible. What do you guys think about the Usman fight? The
I was just
Usman
about to
versus
say-
Masvidal.
Masvidal was gonna win, but like
His cockiness bit him in the ass there, because
I put my faith in Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco told me, you know what I'm saying, he was gonna bet on Masvidal, and
the way,
Mhm.
yeah, nah,
it
but
didn't work out.
I don't know. It's just the way he was feeling. I laugh a lot at like the cocky people in UFC, the people who do the dance moves while they're squaring up and they'll
Mhm.
lay down on the ground and shit like that. It's like, it's crazy to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you're gonna get knocked out.
I think you're talking about Israel
Yeah.
Adesanya right now.
You know?
He will knock out everybody.
Okay.
That man, he's a real life ninja.
He
Yo.
lost his last match. I forgot.
Yeah, but Jesus,
Like Jan Blachowicz is who he fought.
Yep.
And if that
Yeah.
fight didn't get stopped, when it got stopped because of the ending, Israel was going to get knocked out on the ground, bro. Like that's just what it is. But with the Usman fight, I wanted Masvidal to win, just because like when you look at Masvidal, he looks cool. Like he looks like a cool guy, and you want to root for him. They call him a journeyman. That was the first fight in 50 fights he had ever been knocked out.
Mm-hmm. That just says what type of different breed Usman is. Like I look at that man and I don't know who can beat that guy. Because Masvidal's cocky and all, but like this time he wanted it. Because the last time they fought, he only had like 6 days notice or something like that, a short notice. So that's why he told him this time, like, I got my full training session, and if you saw the first round, this man Usman kept trying to bring him to the ground because that's how Usman fights. He's technical. He brings him to the ground, and that's why everyone hates him. All his fights are slow because he's so fundamental. But Masvidal had great defense this time on the floor. Every time he got taken down, he put his leg up to try to stop everything, and he actually got back up in the first round. He was just cocky, He was smiling because that's how some fighters like him and Nate Diaz, when they get hit, they want that. They want more. And that's how they fire themselves up. So he just got
Getting
caught.
up in that first, like you said, but he did not get up in that second. He did
Yeah.
not get up. Like when he got hit, his head kind of hits off Usman's shoulder. If you notice that as well. So that probably added a little bit more, like probably not a lot, but a little bit more too. And I was like,
And we're pissed after that, so
yeah, he was already done.
Honestly, you're full of some killers.
well, that's the mentality you have to have when you step into a ring to beat the shit out of another grown man. Like
There's some killers in there,
it's
but
like-
on the topic of killers,
Well,
Fulio music video.
oh god.
That man is dancing on his ops grave.
Laying down.
Dancing
chilling.
on his dead ops grave. That
And I
honestly,
see.
Florida people are different. I'm looking at you two down there.
Yeah, I was about to say, how much of that have you guys heard coming out of Jacksonville?
Honestly, I follow like Duval promos on Instagram, so they have a little bit, but I haven't really heard anything other than seeing the video, you know. And when I seen that, I'm like, is this dude is he laying and dancing on this dude's grave? What type of disrespect, you know? Like that, I get it, he's an op, you know, but there's gotta be some limits, right?
Been saying for a little while, you Florida guys are different. You guys are different.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, Florida man, we go wild.
yeah. Like you ever seen that meme that fuck going on in Miami, bro? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because literally, what the fuck going on down there? You guys is always doing some crazy ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
Florida guys are disrespectful, and honestly, I feel like not that they get it from Chicago, but like the way that Chicago came out and disrespecting people on songs, like Florida's kind of following the wave. They've always been disrespectful, but like now it's like blatant disrespect. Like, oh yeah, your brother died last week. Yeah, like, we're smoking him right now. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's really the type of bullshit that these Florida guys be on. Not like. Well, what kind of hatred do you have to have for a man to go like dance on his brother's grave in a music video?
You live in Florida for a few years and you'll get that hatred, man. Don't worry.
It's the heat.
So stupid.
So what happened? The guy shot his brother or
Gang
something?
beef.
So they've been having beef for a couple years, and then it turned deadly in 2017. They killed his brother, or they killed his cousin Zion Brown. So then a whole bunch of retaliation happened with Young and Ace, who runs the other like set down there. So it just went back and forth. They started killing each other's brothers, cousins, and it's gotten to this point now. They're just outright disrespecting each other on music videos.
And they got a screenshot of the news article.
Yeah.
It's if you listen to the beginning of the song, it's the news. Like it's a cutout of what they said in the news. Like
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, honestly, like all that Florida business right now is just going wild, bro. Honestly.
Did you see one of the like artists who works with Rod Wave came out and was like, you know, we ain't on that, like basically calling him out. Like we're not gonna kill people. Like that's not what we do. Yeah. And then did Fulio ever respond to that?
I don't think he did, but like if he does, you know, Fulio is honestly one of those dudes who's just gonna troll. Like he
just does not.
He may start writing this song about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, start beef up with that because like
he don't care.
Also, like it's bad, but at the same time, nobody really knew who the fuck Fulio was until this beef started happening. You know what I mean? So like they're both getting their publicity. It could be a stunt for all we know, but like even if it's a stunt, still disrespectful.
That's a crazy
stunt. It's a crazy ass stunt. You're literally saying this dead kid, like, fucking, you know what I mean? And Chicago's been doing that for a while with Tuka. You know what I'm saying? Kids say fuck Tuka, and they don't even know who the fuck Tuka is. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago rappers.
Yeah, they say I'm rolling up Tuka pack, but like, they have no idea that it's like some 15-year-old kid that got, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's shit to it, but a bunch of disrespectful shit that's going on. Like, Lil Mosey's charges right now. Lil Mosey
is facing
big yikes. Bro, big yikes.
And
like
didn't show up to that is also another like, bro. So you don't show up to your court date, everybody knows you look guilty.
Exactly.
Yeah. Day, like that's just a fact.
As it goes, the two girls were in his whip with him. One did say she had consensual with him in the whip, but once they went upstairs, she said she don't remember nothing, and there was another guy with him. So like, it's two women, like claiming now. It's not just one. It was at.
But one said it's consensual.
One said it was consensual in the car, but when they went back upstairs, round two was not consensual.
It's like I say for round one. But round
exactly. Like once he got her upstairs,
I didn't agree to that.
And then it looks wrong because he missed his court date. He didn't even show up for it.
Like
now you're ducking.
It could be a whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it happens that sometimes celebrities go through that. Yeah, now you got a warrant. But like sometimes celebrities go through that where like you got people like groupies that'll come out the cut and say, "Oh, this dude did this to me," and blah blah blah, and then it gets like deaded. But like this one is really looking bad for Mosey.
It really is.
He's only 19,
right? And he's a year older. Like you know what I'm saying? He's not.
He's still a little old. Kid. He has like his whole rap career like still ahead of him. He's out here. Shit's crazy to me.
It's a younger generation. These kids are fucking crazy. I don't even.
Dumb.
But like, yo, I don't want to say that the man's, innocent until proven guilty. You know what I mean? Maybe he really did it, like, but at the same time, like, he could have been leading him on. Like she says, she don't remember shit. What if he doesn't remember shit? You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's a way to handle the allegations for sure.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's like Deshaun Watson has like 20 something claims of unnecessary like massage touches and all this extra shit. And he's handling it publicly. He's doing it publicly, but he's handling his business. So like it's kind of crazy. Like you went into hiding. Like now you're really getting looked at like you're a rapist. Like it does not look good for you. And that's so people really, this a real, in the age that we're in right now, this is not a good charge to have. You're not hiding from this. Like you're gonna get found wherever you try to hide.
Exactly.
Not good.
Like, can't protect you from everything.
Yeah.
And like Lil Mosey being the guy that he is, like, bro, his rap career could be over if he's convicted, like, wrongly of this, because we're a part of cancel culture now. And that's the thing that happens. Like, people get canceled every day. You don't know the situation, but you get canceled as long as it goes into the media a certain way. You know what I mean? You get like, bro, it's just crazy, but
no, but like that's a reason. That's a good reason to cancel somebody.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if he did it,
yeah,
that's what I'm like. Like it's like I'm on the cancel Lil Mosey wave if he's guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's hopefully he's not. Show up to your next court date, turn yourself in if you feel like.
Hopefully he just overslept and
he's gonna some shit, He's
still
a kid, dog.
You gotta be on the phone with your lawyer ASAP.
He's still a kid.
Court dates are early because it's 8 a.m. man. I'm not up at 8 a.m. You know what I mean?
So we let Slime Language 2 like have 2 weeks to digest. What do you guys think? Anyone give it a full listen?
I gave it a good listen. I give it a solid like 7.5 out of 10. I would say.
Okay.
I can be honest and say I didn't listen to the entire thing, but I listened to a couple of songs, and I'd have to agree with Trey. Probably 7 out of 10.
Them features, though.
Yeah, the features are crazy.
Yeah, Skepta on
The
this.
features are great.
Skepta?
Honestly, Young Thug is one of those dudes that like everybody in music like is connected to Young Thug in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Like
that's what this album kind of basically was.
Yeah.
Because it's YSL. Yeah, like it's literally YSL. YSL's on every song. Yeah. It's just him and his people and his affiliates like Baby and Nav that aren't contract, but that's who they rock with. Yeah, everybody. Them features are crazy. What do you guys think?
I was just saying, I gave it a shot, but like it's just not my type of music, so I can't really say much on it. That's the thing. But
once I play it for you, then you'll like it.
Oh,
once you hear it,
once you hear
us bump into it, you'll be like, oh, it is a good song.
Now, once you on TikTok and they pick out the catchy song, then maybe I'll like it.
I give it like an 8. I heard the whole thing from start to finish. It's like an hour and like 15. It's a little bit lengthy, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's pretty
exactly how long it was.
I literally just listened to it yesterday. I just ran through the whole thing. Couple good times. Played back the songs that I liked. You can tell a lot of the features are really where it hits. Like Nav's on there. Pots and Pans is a really good song. Came out with Little Keith is good.
I want to hear the Skepta one. I love Skepta.
Oh, I'm not a
big Skepta.
There's like a song with just girls. It's like Coyle Ray and Parlay. Yeah.
What is called that?
It's just like
UK rap is called different genres. It's called like
British hip hop.
No, it's
something else.
I mean, my brother would be on that.
I'm gonna hurt myself. It'll come to me.
Yeah, he already knows what that is.
He had a lot of different artists and different flavors and different styles.
Yeah, but I like that Young Thug does that. Somebody said to me one time that Young Thug was like a linguistics major or something like that, but like he knows what we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think of the sounds that he makes and they're like, oh, that's just mumble, it's stupid. But he's actually being like melodic and like he sits there and practices. You know what I'm saying? Like how to make sure his voice sounds correctly on the beats that he uses. You know what I'm saying? So Young Thug is really talented in that sort of way. It gives me like a Kanye West vibe. I'd say he's like our generation's Kanye West. If you like. If you know what I'm talking about,
I do. I've liked him since everybody didn't like him. You know what I'm saying? Like at the beginning when it's like this mumbling, like crazy looking dude, you don't even know what he's talking about. And it's like
one of my favorite parts is that in a couple of the songs they refer to him as Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah. Jeffrey was also like a good time for his music as well. Cause like Like, yeah, he was wearing dresses.
That's when
and shit,
everybody
but
started,
Lil Jon
like,
was good song.
Yeah, that's when everybody was starting to hop on the bandwagon. It was this thing that wears dresses, but his music's fire. It was
Yeah.
not good.
Grind.
Yo, that
Grime.
Grind, that's
mixture,
what it's called.
Yeah, that type of rap.
that's what the British
Yeah.
hip hop
That's what Skepta
rap
goes into, yeah.
Yeah.
grime.
They have a song. He has a lot of
Fire.
styles.
Yeah.
He has a lot of
Yeah.
styles.
And
Yeah, I was the
Nah, but it's fire though. Don't get me wrong. Those UK dudes, they're coming up.
oh yeah,
Coming up.
the UK rap grind is definitely starting to pop.
You want to talk about some fire? You talk about some Mugen Train?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yo, that
Yeah.
Demon Slayer movie, fire, bro. I honestly recommend it to anybody who like anime movies are normally slept on, but like this one like went crazy out the I think it like smashed every single record when it was released. I don't know if anybody knows about like Spirited Away.
It beats Spirited Away. It was number one in Japan.
Yeah, I was about to say
I
like
checked
Spirited
today.
Away was the number one, and now it's the Demon Slayer movie, and that's crazy, bro. I watched Spirited Away when I was like 7, and that stayed on number one like
It's
since
been
then.
number one since.
Yeah.
That's wild.
You know what I
That's
mean?
wild.
So I think people should definitely get into the Demon Slayer movie. A lot of things happen that like the story is like revolving around. Like if you watch the anime, you have to watch the movie to know what happens, so you'll know what happens next season in the anime. You know what I mean? You can't really miss it. So
And the reason for that is because it's actually canon, which means it's a part of the story, and not like most anime movies tend to not be canon and they don't direct the story directly.
Is the like weekly? Does that show come out weekly? Like
It did.
is
It did.
it
It's-
stopped?
yeah, it's a seasonal anime. So like in the winter they'll give us episodes weekly, and then when winter's over,
So the season's over, so that's why they dropped the movie.
pretty much.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
like-
like they did it differently than pretty much everybody else. Like
Yeah.
normally they would just make a new season, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and then just continue it. But like they had a movie for us, and I honestly think it wasn't a bad idea. They approached it a different
We
way.
talked about that before. If this would influence more studios to do stuff like this, because essentially what animes do is it's like they have seasons, but they also have arcs. So like this is the train arc. So if you read it on the manga, it took like you would estimate what 20 something episodes because they have to add filler, they had to drag it on and stuff like that. But instead, they just gave us a 2-hour movie.
Okay.
So it kind of minimized 20 episodes in a season in a movie that's good and compact because Mamba, you don't like My Hero because of there's 8. You give us a 2-hour movie, you get rid of all the filler, and you're giving us kind of action. Give us 2-3 minute break, then there's action, and then a couple more minutes breaks, and there's action. So it's fast paced like throughout the
Yeah.
entire movie instead of waiting for a season, waiting for the season to drag out and get weekly content. I personally do like this idea.
Yeah, it's honestly better.
You think that's why Black Clover's doing a movie? Like you know how the manga's still going, but the anime ended. Maybe the movie is gonna be like the true ending. Like
Maybe.
like maybe they saw Demon Slayer how good the movie did, and they were like, why don't we do something like that? Like is this the way anime is going now? Like maybe we'll have a season and then it'll be like a movie. And then another season, then maybe a movie. Like maybe when there's an arc where they're like, nah, we don't do this 24 episodes where we got to drag it out. Let's just do a movie on it,
Some people that would be ideal. Like, there's a casual watchers that would rather have the episodes weekly and some filler. So like filler is also good because you see more of the characters that you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a filler on somebody like Zenitsu, he's a fan favorite for like everybody. I would like to see a filler on him and see him fight some people. You know what I mean? So like filler can be good and it can be annoying. So it's just how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? If this is the way that anime is gonna go, like fuck it. But filler also did a lot for animes. Like you got to look at Naruto and One Piece. Like a lot of people don't watch those movies, but they love the series. You know what I mean? But like
Non-canon, though.
Yeah,
It's the
non-canon.
same thing. That's what kind of
Sure, but everybody watches
things,
Dragon Ball Z movies, and them shits were all over
Yeah.
the place.
Over the
Oh,
place.
All over the place, bro. Them Dragon Ball Z movies, you couldn't tell what was what. You're like, how come Goku's this strong here? But like now we're back in the series, and he's like now getting his ass whooped by this person. You know what I'm saying? So it's
So like the 3 Broly movies that came out, the one that we watched,
Yeah, I remember.
none of those even mattered in the Dragon Ball world until that movie came out. Like that movie was the official
Like
introduction.
introduction of Broly.
Yeah.
That's
But it's
weird.
like I just watched like 3 of the movies already. So
yeah,
like
there was already.
that's where movies for animes can get lost.
Mhm.
It's
Like-
it mixes it up. It makes it really odd.
Which Broly movie was Goku dead in and then came back to life for like a minute to help Gohan and Goku?
Broly's second
Broken
comeback.
Yo,
Yeah.
literally was like, yo, my kids are in trouble. I'm back alive, bro. I'm dead again.
He did it
Cool.
before. He did it before against BoJack. Remember? Gohan was
Yeah.
getting his ass whooped, and he was like, "All right, now I gotta come back to life, punch this nigga real quick, and tell him
Right.
I'm being weak." You know what I'm
All
saying?
over the place. Watch the Dragon Ball movies, man.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere, bro. You get
Definitely
confused.
watch this Demon Slayer movie. It was
I got a
like-
question. Since this is like one of the big movies that come out, what other animes, like, are there any good animes out there that don't have movies? Like, you think if they made one, it would definitely come out, on top? Like, I don't know, like some of the popular
I
ones,
got
like, I don't know if Attack on Titans has any
Yeah,
movies.
If
but
Attack on Titan did a movie,
It'd be a good movie.
people would go crazy for it.
It'd be a good movie. I don't want to spoil the end of Attack on Titan, so I'll
Yeah.
leave it at that. But I'm saying if they came up with like to explain more about the end, yeah, I think that shit would go off because Attack on Titan already goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I feel like a movie would definitely be something that they could do if they wanted to make more money. Whoever writes it, I forgot his name, but
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't go off like that, but I wouldn't mind a Reborn movie.
Reborn.
Yeah, like that would be a good movie, like to kind of like give us a different like ending, maybe. Like the ending wasn't bad, or just like expand on it. Hitman would be a good movie. All right, yo, getting back on Demon Slayer real quick. That's the main thing we were coming to talk about. That movie boosted the Japanese economy. Like there were reports it just brought in so much because everybody was so infatuated with it, and having not watched the movie yet and seeing everybody on Twitter, like I cried so hard watching it. Like that movie was amazing. It just makes me want to see it.
While they was crying for real though.
I do. I didn't watch it, but I know what happens. I'll probably shed a few tears myself.
Cried like a bitch.
I did not cry, but it is a very heartfelt moment. I give the movie as a whole like a 9 out of 10. Just because
Where's the 1 point coming from?
the ending is kind of something that you feel. The ending is
Hits
very
you in the
abrupt.
gut.
Yeah, it's kind of abrupt. There's not much other story that goes into it. Kind of character appears and shit kind of happens. Not much goes into that, so it kind of sucks.
Crucial for the story though. Like
You know what I'm saying? That's where if it was a season, it would make there would be more filler and stuff like that.
I feel like I should just say it at this point. Like Rengoku's death.
All right, I was about to say spoilers incoming. Hey, spoilers just happened, guys.
They should know already what the deal is.
Yeah.
Honestly, Rengoku's death is something that makes the showing. You know what I'm saying? Because like Tanjiro has to see that death and he has to get stronger. Like he sees what he can be, like full potential. You know what I mean? Because Rengoku is strong as shit.
Mhm.
Like yes, he died, but like he died fighting one of the strongest people like in the whole world in like that.
One of
You heard him.
One of.
Krillin, dude, he got spirit bombed.
Yo, Krillin. Let's not talk about Krillin. But what's it called? Rengoku dies and makes Tanjiro have to like, get on his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like he finally has like a real reason to have hatred towards demons. You know what I mean? So
Increases it.
yeah, increases it. I give the movie a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed it full through. The animation was beautiful. The
Nothing
story.
you didn't like.
There's nothing I didn't like. That movie was a great movie.
Edge of your seat the whole time.
Yeah, I was really watching that movie intently. Like, yo, what the fuck is about to happen? You know what I mean? Like,
That's a great movie. Soundtrack, visuals, everything. It's amazing.
yeah, I
Wait
give
till you
it-
see it, man. But it looks great. My only issue is just Rengoku dies so suddenly. Like they just take care of a very powerful opponent, and then next nigga comes and it's like, damn, there was like
Kills him.
nothing in between. Yeah, like there was like nothing in between. That nigga just pulls up like, all right, I'm here now. This is over. And it's like
He's scared.
It's like
Uh-oh.
what the fuck?
Mhm.
It's like really just like that?
Is he a scary dude?
kind of scary. I would say.
Yeah, when you think about it in the world of Demon Slayer, yeah.
Yo,
Very.
just real quick. How does that death compare to Ace's? Like when you think about it.
Not even
No.
close. Not comparable.
Nah, I think there's certain things that are the only thing.
And I watched them both this week. Not the same.
Compare it.
compare is how close Luffy and Ace were, and how close Rengoku and Tanjiro were. You know what I'm saying? You can't
Yeah,
compare.
no, that makes sense.
Yeah, because Tanjiro just met Rengoku pretty much, and like just figured out like how strong he is. You know, like he just became his idol, and then his idol died like that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I respect you. Now you're dead. What the hell? You know what I mean? But for Ace and Luffy, it was always like, yo, this is my big brother. He's strong. Like he's stronger than me. Now he's dead, and it's like,
But like, it wasn't comparable because what it did for Luffy's character and the Straw Hats going forward, it was way more motivation. And Ace's death, like still hearing about it gives me goosebumps to think about. No bullshit.
If I watch it again, I think if I watch that arc again and see that, I'd probably still cry. Yeah, I think I've cried every single time I watched it, and
It just sounds like there's so much intensity to all of it. Like,
there is.
the tug on the emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because you get to know these characters, you get to love these characters, and then they take them away. You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck.
Bro, tug on my dick. Dumbledore dying was more intense.
Dumbledore dying was intense, but not as intense as Jiraiya dying. Let's be real.
to this new Warzone season, how do you guys feel about that?
That was like a movie.
I
That
know,
was nice.
I know we said we were done talking about Warzone, but like my favorite, I gotta say my favorite part of it is the Verdansk resurgence.
The trios right now.
Yeah,
The
like
LTM?
it's fire. It's resurgence in Verdansk. Like,
I enjoy it.
and I already liked resurgence, but the new map is I don't not like it, but I haven't explored all of it yet. So it's like I've been to salt mines. I love salt mines. I could tell the honest truth. I love it there. It's just like I don't even know what to compare it to, but it's dope. I like that they brought Summit and they brought an actual piece of Black Ops.
More of it.
It was like a map from Black Ops 2.
One of those.
Black Ops 1.
Black Ops 1.
Disrespect the original like that.
Yeah, they brought it and made it bigger, and it's just a
Like
part
Scrapyard.
of. Yeah, exactly.
Boneyard.
Like Boneyard, exactly. Like I like that. That's cool. That's a great concept.
Brings nostalgia.
And it's not just Modern Warfare though. You know what I'm saying? It's they bring in Black Ops into it too. They brought the zombies into it. Like it's the whole Cold War mix with Warzone thing. It's like it's the Summit from Black Ops 1. It's the map.
I think Warzone does a really good job of giving us something else. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
I was honestly getting bored of Warzone, but like all the new guns, all the like the new places and things. You know what I'm saying? There's mad shit to do now. I liked how how they made it a movie, like you were saying, like the destruction of Verdansk. You know, a couple of us played that game mode. Some people weren't fortunate enough, you know, but like
we destroyed Verdansk.
Yeah, we destroyed Verdansk.
Part of the season change. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was sick, bro. Honestly, and like I didn't realize this at first, but like there's mad bots in that shit. Like there was a shitload of bots in that lobby, bro, and they were all targeting me. I'm telling you, like 7-8 bots just trying to shoot at me at once.
I think it was because they couldn't fill lobbies.
Yeah, it was something.
There was a lot of service issues. I don't think they could fill lobbies, so they had to put bots in there. Had to fill up bots.
Lately, it's a new season. It's been I haven't been waiting in queues as long. Like for Resurgence or even Rebirth. You know, you're not sitting there for a good solid 2 or 3 minutes where you have 20 kills in the pregame lobby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's because everybody came back.
New season, new attractions. You know, it's a whole bunch of shit. Everybody wants to get to level 100 again and unlock the new guns and max them out. The PP is disgusting.
The PP?
The PP the multiplayer. Always wanted that gun to come back since World at War. With World at War. So, you know.
I will say that Warzone, it keeps updating. It's literally the only game that can keep me entertained at this time. Because video games right now, they just suck. Nothing's new coming out. Nah, I'm blaming it all because it got me right now. Video games got me in a 3-game rotation. I play 3 games and that's it. Because no new games are coming out. Everything just sucks. But Warzone, they keep updating their stuff. And I like that. All this new map, my favorite place is Summit for sure. I like how open it is and everything like that. I'm not a big fan of Verdansk Resurgence. I don't know. Ever since I played Rebirth, I cannot have fun in just that old map.
The new Rebirth layout. They moved some stuff around in the map.
The Rebirth, you know, everything's pretty much the same, but I like it. Well, Rebirth, that's the island. They didn't old map back. and nothing changed in that map. They just added the new guns. The late night darkness mode that they had, that was just for that night. I hope they bring that map back because I honestly liked it and I didn't even get to explore it all. But hopefully they bring it back. I'm still, we're still waiting. They need to take out the stupid quads where they only limit you to play for 1 week. You play quads, the other week you play duos. They should just have it like regular Warzone. We get to pick solos through quads every week. It doesn't matter. That's what they need to do because they introduced it. They introduced it as a mode that they introduced a mode to like test things out, and this one actually hit. They need make it a regular now. That's
They
all
like
I'm
the same
saying.
parts of her name.
Literally,
Like, that's literally how
And
much
that was
played.
something. That was like I said at the beginning. That was like I'm glad they did that. It's giving us the Warzone map and it's letting us play the game mode that we like. You know what I'm saying? So it's 2-in-1. So I like the Verdansk rebirth.
But y'all keep saying it's like a movie. How many times have I said if you actually pay attention, watch the cutscenes? Warzone, Call of Duty, whatever they are doing over there, they need to keep doing it because they're literally making a movie with their video game. Me and Trey, we were playing on Verdansk before it got destroyed, and me and Trey were just playing duos, and we had dropped farmland. I'm looking at the map, and I'm like, bro, I see it. Like they want us to drop, either boneyard left side of the map, move up to dam, drop farmland, move up through the middle of the map, get to dam, so you can escape Verdansk. Like if you pay attention to what Call of Duty and like Ravensoft, something like that, what they're doing with Warzone, they're literally giving us a multiplayer game with a story mode connected to it. Yeah, I think that's how video games are going to go. They're going to stop with just single player story modes and they're going to, multiplayer story modes.
We're talking about that for years. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Multiplayer story modes. I don't play single player games, like truthfully.
That could be a really good game.
Yeah, it has to be a great game.
It's crazy though. Like none of this would be a thing if it wasn't for Fortnite. I know Trey hates Fortnite, but Fortnite was like the first game where they were like introduced an event that shook up the game. And then after that, you got Warzone doing it. Apex is doing it. Apex is about to have a new season coming out. And they just introduced something like War Games. And there was a game mode in it where it was like shield regen. They took out shield cells. They kept the batteries. So like whenever you got out of fights, your shields would start regenning after a few seconds. And everyone's like, this should be a permanent thing. Like the thing with Apex is like, it takes a while to heal. And I think that can take you out of the game if you have to take like 30 seconds to heal. But if your shields are just regenning, after you get out of a fight, you're ready to go for the next fight, And I know all of us here played Apex at one point.
Apex is lit. I like Apex. Pretty cool. I gotta be honest, the last time I played Apex on the new map or whatever, what is it, Olympus or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the map. I don't like those little tunnels that bring you from one end of the map to the other end of the map.
Oh, there's smoke down there,
like,
right?
That what?
Is there mass smoke down there? You go down there?
No, it's not even like a trench. It's literally like a teleporter. It teleports you from one end of the map to the other. Yeah, and I also, one of my pet peeves about Apex was the whole every 2 hours the map switch. Like, let me just either pick what map I want to play on or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. That's 2 hours of the time I'm not going to play Apex because I don't want to play on that map. So I'm going to go play something else. So it's like it's wishy-washy with Apex for me. But like I like Apex. I like the way it is. I don't really like that shield regen game mode. I don't like the sound of it because it doesn't sound like Battle Royale. You know what I'm saying? Like Battle Royale, you got to fight, you got to win the fight. And then you got to get ready for the next fight. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just, all right, we killed these guys. Let's go. We're already healed up. You know what I'm saying? Or we're healing up.
It was like 15 seconds. You had to wait 15 seconds, and if you engage in battle again, it would restart. Like the timer would restart.
At 15 seconds, I'd rather hide under a set of stairs and put my plates on and then start fighting. And like, how many people are going to try to disengage of a fight mid-fight because they're almost dead? And then if you get away from me and you get to you get all your health up, and then you catch me in the back, you catch me lacking. It's like that's I don't see that taking that much skill, and to me, I don't really like the sound of that, but I don't know how.
I haven't really played Apex much, but from Jeremy's point, I kind of mean what you mean by like it's not really battle royale, because in battle royale you're sacrificing one of your slots for medical stuff. Like that's what battle royale. If it just keeps coming back and back, then it's like I don't really need to pick up these heals. I can have like some grenades or something else or something useful.
You have a backpack, like you know what I'm saying. You have a backpack, so you can pick up a lot of ammo if you want a lot of ammo. But now it's like you can stack nades and you can stack mad ammo, and you can, because you don't need to hold bats and you don't need to hold shields.
No, batteries are still in there. Like they still have like if you're not carrying a bat, you're kind of messing up. Because you can try to escape, but what happened, Jimmy? Like what if you're Gibraltar? You can't throw down your shield for 15 seconds, start healing. Like you have to carry heals. You got to have at least big heals. It's just a way where you don't have to worry as much about the shield cells.
Yeah.
And hold on real quick. Cesar, please tell me what you're sacrificing in Warzone to carry those plates, to carry those grenades, to carry that heartbeat. What are you sacrificing?
Well, I wasn't really thinking Warzone in that term, more like because you touched upon it earlier with Fortnite, how they started this whole battle royale. And when I play Apex, I play Fortnite. That's why I remember. And in Fortnite, you got to bring medical stuff with you. You got to bring shield potions, bandages, and all that.
Have slots in Fortnite. You don't have no backpack. I understood what you meant, Cesar. And it was the same in H1. You had a certain amount of slots. You could have held bandages. You could have held an extra helmet. You could have held, you know what I'm saying? Like you have a certain amount of slots. It's not much Warzone, but in Warzone, you can have syringes or you can have a heartbeat sensor. So you do have to make the sacrifice, because if you're down low health, you could pop a syringe and come back.
Yeah, if you're running a syringe, what are you doing?
There's people that run syringes tearing us up.
Bro, I've been killed by syringe people yesterday alone by like 4 or 5 syringe dudes because I'm popping up thinking I'm gonna kill them with my next bullet. This thing hit the corner, syringe came back, slapped me.
He had full health and Trey was at him. Trey was blinking red. He was blinking red, but in that 1 second it takes to pop a syringe, he's back to full health. Trey's literally halfway.
I'm thinking my next bullet's gonna kill him, and he's like, "No, stupid." Really, I think anything that they give you in Warzone can be useful. I've seen anybody make anything useful. I thought the melee weapons wouldn't be useful. Now I got people with riot shields and a knife running at me, and I'm like, "Fuck." You know what I'm saying?
I thought throwing knives were useless.
Yeah.
Until
shout out TikTok.
Until you realize you down somebody and quick throwing knife thirst them, or even I one time throw a knife to dude and downed him, but it's like I know he wasn't full health, you know what I'm saying? But it's an easy way to break armor. It's throwing knives are very useful. Thermites. Oh, you're gonna start thermites.
I can start using those.
I
Those
literally
are
got those shits on every single one of my classes.
Whenever I get clapped by a thermite, I rage.
It's a flaming throwing knife that explodes.
No.
Yeah.
If you get stuck with a thermite, you're dead, and then when you down, you're dying while you're dead because of the fire. You're throwing a napalm freaking thermite grenade at somebody, and then you can stick it to them.
Yeah, eats your shield, eats everything. Like
Even if you
get a headshot,
throw it at their feet, you're on fire.
Yeah.
You lit the dude on fire, and you're probably gonna down him, or at least break his shield and get half of his health down.
So use it.
Thermites are OP.
So use it.
I'm gonna use it.
So
I use that shit.
transitioning over to NBA, we're gonna share a moment of silence for the passing of Terrence Clark. This week, what we decided to do was we each created our own 12-man all-time rosters. There's no limitation on any player. You can pick a player from any generation you want. Any era, doesn't matter. We're going to take it from the top. We'll each share our point guards, and we'll discuss if we have changes and who has what, and then we'll go down the list from there. It's a starter for each position and a backup, and then a +2 of your choosing. So I'm picking off point guards. I went with Magic as my starter, and I put Curry coming off my bench.
All right, real quick. I'll go real quick. So those are my two as well. But because we did it as a roster, I flipped them. I wanted Curry shooting as a starter with my other, with the rest of the starters. So I have Curry starting with Magic as my backup.
I did exactly that. I'm just gonna say that real quick before. Curry's my starter. Magic is on my bench.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson
Stays
coming
up?
off the bench.
I changed mine up. This is preference. So I put Magic starting, of course, GOAT. And then I got Dame Dollar off the bench.
Ooh.
I want Dame Dollar. That's what killer right there.
I got Russell Westbrook starting. You know what I'm saying? And I got Kyrie Irving coming off the bench.
Okay.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
didn't even go back.
I didn't.
That makes sense.
I'll start with you, Cesar. So for you, what put Dame over Steph, Isaiah,
Allen Iverson.
That's definitely a lot, but this is preference. Curry, like in the last years, man. I swear, people that give the whole Warriors fucking when they had their dream team, the only person that gave that nigga buckets was Dame Dollar, bro. Every series that man put up numbers. I love that guy. That's my second favorite player right now. So that's what put him on my.
Your favorite 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's all preference. It's all preference.
Steph Curry, I hear it.
But why wasn't Rondo?
Love that man.
Who your
Oh,
shooter?
Rondo's my head coach. That's why.
Oh, okay.
For my shooting guards, I picked Dwayne Wade and James Harden.
Not too bad choices, but you're crazy.
Yo, okay, hold on real quick. So, like, Trey went off, like, players he really like. I went off, like, players who they're, like, top of the position.
No,
Yeah,
he
like,
wanted
a
different
God
approach.
squad.
It was a different view. He gave us a different view.
Yeah.
I had Michael Jordan and Kobe.
Same.
Yep, me too.
Literally,
Toss up
MJ
MJ.
starting, Kobe off the
You're gonna
bench.
toss
That's
up
it.
MJ.
So that's one.
You're
That's
gonna,
not even me.
you're gonna toss up Reggie Miller.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what
Cesar?
are you doing?
I got Michael Jordan, and I want Seattle Supersonics Ray Allen. God damn it, motherfucker's a
Ray
beast.
Allen.
Okay, I respect it.
AI,
You
dude.
disrespect Kobe like that?
Yo,
Hey,
it's
preference.
like this team that we just wanted.
Nah, I hear it. I hear
Like,
it.
see, when
I was gonna pick Kobe and Michael Jordan. I hate
Yeah.
somebody else.
No,
it's
because
top tier.
in the way I was looking at picking my all stars is it's like
All time.
they're all in front of me
Yeah.
right now, and I can pick. I want you on my team. I want you on my team, and I want you on my team, and then I want all of you as the backups. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I picked it.
I picked them more.
You know,
I
Each
picked
had their own different tastes.
Yeah, I picked them more as my starters. I gotta give them the respect. They're the goats. But my bench, I can play around. They're my own.
What was your small forwards? Who was your threes?
I think this is obvious, bro. Starter LeBron, backup Durant. The little spoiler for later. When we first decided to do this, and we were like, put a roster together. I'm be honest, I had LeBron at point. And then y'all were like, no, we're gonna do 2 per position. I was like, well, y'all just fucked me. Like my other team, I don't think anybody's touching. Curry was my backup shooting guard on that team. But y'all were like, no, we doing 2. So I was like, okay, LeBron's got to be the starter, and I would like Durant to be my backup.
My starter, Larry Bird, and my backup, KD.
Okay.
Those are mine.
You got the same as
I have
mine.
the same as mom, but yeah, LeBron's on my starting, and then Kevin Durant on the bench. And I like Kevin Durant a lot.
All right,
than
go
LeBron.
ahead, Trey. I know KD's not on your list.
Scotty Pippen.
I know. I don't even think LeBron's on his list.
Scotty.
I started Carmelo Anthony.
Scotty.
I'm benching Paul Pierce.
I had Paul Pierce on my list.
animal.
I'm not gonna lie.
Favorite animal.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did have Paul Pierce on my list for a little bit.
I got LeBron and Larry Bird. I think that was pretty easy. There's nobody else I could have. There was a couple players I could have, but that for me was one of the easiest after LeBron and after MJ and Kobe. That was like the second easiest.
LeBron and Larry, no LeBron and KD.
No. Larry Bird was
A freak.
like
He was.
insane, dude. It's insane.
I
Showed up to the 3-point contest and said, "Yo, take it."
Like he was Dirk before Dirk. Dirk was just taller. Like, and he could pass the ball better. He could play better defense. 3 consecutive MVP. Bird was God.
Bird was the the best unathletic player ever recorded in history.
Luka gets compared to because there's really no other comparison. Like it's just that's what they look like. He looks like a Larry Bird. Larry Bird was a unicorn.
Power forwards. Who we got?
My starting power forward is Kevin Garnett, and then I got Tim Duncan coming off the bench.
That's where preference played a role for me. This was like the second hardest to decide, but mine was Duncan starting. Obviously, no other better power forward. Like if you just count big men, he's up there because he can compete with the centers. And then I went with kind of your guys' logic on the shooting. I went with Dirk coming off my bench.
That's actually where we agree. Actually, that's my power forward and my literally same.
Dirk and
exact
Tim?
thing.
I
Dirk
hear
and
it.
Tim, yeah.
I hear it. MVPs and championships. All they were nasty. They were
Yo.
so
That's my power forwards as well. Dirk off the bench. So like you gotta go with like
Yeah.
KG, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. But
almost
yeah,
had KG.
Dirk
KG was
just-
there. I literally had to compare KG and Dirk's like careers in order to decide, but I went with the preference of the 3-point shooting and less extra
Yo.
space.
KG could shoot at one point.
Not like Dirk though.
Nah, I got, number one all-time greatest ever power forward, Tim Duncan starting. And then backup, I got with Giannis.
I got it.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Bro,
Okay.
Here.
to this day,
to
to this day, no one will amaze me like Giannis. Because when I see that man play, I don't know who can stop this man. That's what I'm saying. So I had to put him because he's gonna go all-time power forwards. When his career's said and done, fourth best.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I hear it.
Sure.
I
This
hear
man
it.
said fourth. Like he
Yeah,
already
but-
knows he's going down as the fourth best power forward of all time.
Yeah, bro, you got KG and
Not
Dirk.
third, not
KG
second.
Yeah, you can't
got
top
no
KG and Dirk.
What would you have for big men? What was your center?
I picked up Shaq and I picked up Jokic.
Okay.
Oh,
Same list there. I literally got Jokic on my bench, and I got Shaq
That's
starting.
interesting.
I did
What
not
about you
expect that
guys?
from you.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
okay. I don't think Jokic should make anybody's list. That's interesting. What
Nah,
about you,
the
Cesar?
Joker fan.
I got from my centers, I got, the
Too obvious.
untouchable Hakeem, the Dream, Elijah one starting. And then, I got Mr. Quadruple Double David Robinson on the bench.
David
The,
Robinson.
the Admiral.
wow.
What you got, Mamba?
Had to go with the Big Diesel, Shaq as the starter, and then I got Kareem. Kareem as the backup. Dude scored the most points. Like I would start him because of that, but it's Shaq, bro. Like Shaq's argument is that he's Shaq.
Hakeem and Kareem.
Hakeem Kareem?
Hakeem and
Kareem.
The most
sir. And the main reason being, because then I'll hop into my backup guys. Shaq just made it out. Reason why is Kareem had more long-term individual and combined success. And then Hakeem beat him in the finals in Shaq's third year. So they play one-on-one, not necessarily Shaq's dominance of Laker Shaq, but he was still third year in the league. Everyone knew who Shaq was. Like Shaq was untouchable. Hakeem
Shaq was Shaq.
dealt with them. He had Penny and all the boys, swept them out the motherfucking gym. But Shaq was so mad that Hakeem gave him the business. He said, "Let's play for a mil."
Yo.
My centers were Shaq and
Jokic. Who
Jokic.
was your 11th and 12th?
I had Dirk
Okay.
and T-Mac.
Okay.
My 11 and 12, Hakeem. I'm not gonna leave him off. Dude's a monster. And I had Larry Bird, so couldn't leave him off as well. I had him starting as in the other lineup. My other team, is shitting on it, but yeah, I had to keep Bird in there.
Cesar, who's your 11, 12?
I got some fun off my bench. I got T-Mac and Vince. I want explosiveness.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I really almost picked Vince. I really
Walk through buckets. That's what I want.
You know I had to get LeBron. He's LeBron. 12, Mitch Richmond.
Okay. Yeah,
said
no.
a few names.
I
I
had
almost
to
had
leave
Wilt.
Will.
I almost had Wilt and Bill on my reserve.
I had to leave Wilt off because against it was preference. I needed a winner.
Yeah.
And I want to be stat pattern because Wilt did try to he only
What are
cared
you
about
talking
stats.
about, man?
He
He
didn't
never.
give a fuck nothing else but scoring and getting rebounds. He didn't even care if they won. Like he just really didn't care. And I have Kobe and Jordan. I got the dogs of dogs. Like I don't need that.
The dog.
Exactly.
The dogs of dogs.
No.
Shit, we're gonna have to put these lists on paper. I want to see these all matched up, and we might have a vote coming out soon. These are some interesting lists.
We had a lot more
There was a lot more.
matches than I thought.
Yeah, they were-
honestly.
No,
But,
I saw matches.
I saw matches, but like I
There were a
mean
lot.
in the
The names I saw that were different. Were
Yeah.
different. I'll give y'all that.
Trey, don't feel bad about leaving LeBron at the
Like,
last.
come on
I don't feel bad at all. I think honestly my team would do some damage, bro. I don't give a
Trey,
damn.
your team for sure do damage at the park. I don't know about real game.
Yo, real quick, the only reason why this man stays or left LeBron off is because he was consulting with like A1. And he was like, yo, you put LeBron in there, I'm disowning you as my child.
No, I'm a natural born LeBron hater. That's all me.
That's gonna do it all for this week. Make sure to tune in next week. Gonna bring you guys some more great content. Make sure to stay tuned.
Later, y'all.
Bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and share too.